Today we're going to talk about the carnivore diet versus the ketogenic diet and maybe a little spice, a little think of low carb, high fat. But truly, what is better? Which one should you do? Carnivore or ketogenic diet? This is important, so let's get into it. Welcome everyone to my channel. Let's get into this debate. A lot of people are finding the carnivore diet and trying it just like ketogenic diets, but a lot of you guys don't know the difference between the two and which out of carnivore or keto would suit you best and why. Because this must be known. This is important, this information right here. If you're doing a ketogenic diet, you should do it to get inflammation down, help fix leaky gut, SIBO, thyroid, reproductive hormones, put fat back into your skin, help with autoimmunity, eating disorders, brain fog, get your candida down, dealing with parasites, joint pain, fibromyalgia, reproductive issues, including endometriosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and fertility, fibroids, the cavities, whatever, sugar issues, cravings, binge eating, eating disorders. For me, keto is clearly light years above the other two or three diets, which is carnivore, low carb, high fat, or high carb, low fat. But right now, people are trying to decide, should I do keto? Should I do carnivore? Should I fast? Carnivore. I really think that people should use carnivore, but to deal with inflammation that's so bad. Like your skin is freaked out, or you're having food poisoning, you're having super bad inflammatory reaction, like you've got hives all over your body, joint pain so bad you can't handle it, then you should do carnivore. Days, weeks, not months. Don't need to. Can't get into ketosis without it being high fat carnivore diet. And then you don't have the fiber to help your jacked up gut, because fiber ferments. It creates a lovely ability to take these short chain fatty acids and help to seal up the gut wall through the fermentation process. So you got good bacteria that attaches onto that prebiotic fiber. You can't get that with protein. Sorry, you guys. So ketogenesis reigns supreme when it's omnivorous. But carnivore is so great. You don't need to do the GAPS diet. Just cut out all the plants. If you're having a super bad allergic reaction or inflammatory response, get your inflammation under control, up your fats, then slowly titrate back plants, and I mean tiny amounts, until you can tolerate them, until you're not bloated anymore. You don't see the plants in the stool. But I've done videos about this. This is just gonna be a short one. Yep. A low carb, high fat is, for me, in my opinion, only should be done if you are having issues with gallbladder or severe hypoglycemia connected to your thyroid. That's it. Otherwise, a well-formulated ketogenic diet really is the one that's going to help with all of those things. Stabilizing your blood sugar, insulin resistance, polycystic ovarian syndrome, fibroids, endometriosis, fertility, low testosterone in men, working out, stabilizing your energy for hours, sleep, autoimmunity, you name it. If you do it properly. If you don't, it's a nightmare. Your hypoglycemia can get worse, your gallbladder can get worse, your sleep can get worse, your brain foggy can get worse if you literally do some of the things I see these ding-dongs do, which is carb backload or cyclic ketogenic diets useless. It takes forever to get into ketosis. Then you're going to flip it, and the body's not going to know which way to go. So it's going to just be cortisol, 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 gluconeogenesis, and it's not going to know anything but to eat your body to keep your blood sugar stabilized, which of course that does not work. Low carb, high fat for those who have hypoglycemia, and when they cut out their carbs, they can't get into ketosis, so they crash. Then low carb would be good, eating every 3 hours, or the gallbladder. That's it. It's not for the variety of food. It's for those two reasons. High carb, low fat is garbage. That's an early grave. That's 1 foot in the casket. People keep thinking you need a bunch of protein to build muscle. Excess protein on a weak gut wall is not absorbed and utilized. And then it is literally turns back into glucose to be stored as fat. And then when your protein's too high, you start having uric acid and kidney filtration rate issues. The goal is to eat every couple of hours. The individual needs to have specific amount of protein depending on the person, how much protease, gastric lipase, stomach acid do you have, does your gallbladder work? People don't talk about this. They're just eating a bunch of ribeyes. They're like, oh, why do I feel so bad? Why am I constipated? People aren't getting enough of the proper electrolytes. They're dumping a lot of water and stuffing themselves with a lot of protein. People are afraid of cholesterol when they don't realize that the whole thing's a myth and that we need cholesterol. Higher the number, the better. Seriously. And with that said, comment below. I'm always hearing cars go by. Are you struggling getting into ketosis? Are your ketones under a 1 or maybe a 1.8? Is your blood sugar too high? Because if your blood sugar's too high, you can't use them ketones. I hear loud cars right now. Okay, now it's gone. Comment below. Are you struggling? If you have a thyroid problem, should you do keto or carnivore? If you're trying to lose weight, keto or carnivore? If you have inflammation, keto or carnivore? For how long for each? These are the questions. If you guys need a consultation and want to speak to me directly, because I've been doing this for ever, working with people forever, thousands of people, and I work with the individual. We don't do the broad strokes. Everyone is different. That's why I cover 3 diets now, because I realize not everybody can do carnivore or keto or low carb, high fat. Some people do better on carbs. Some people do worse on carbs. Some people just can't do carbs. Some people can't do carbs and they can't get into ketosis and they're stuck eating a bunch of protein. I can show you how to balance the protein, the fats, and the carbohydrates. I know. How to get that gallbladder working properly. And to balance the caloric acids in the stomach. There's several things that you need to do. Energy, thyroid, reproductive system. Comment below if you're not sure to do keto or carnivore or even low carb, high fat. My Instagram is Stephanie Ketogenic. My Facebook fan page is Stephanie the Business Person. And I'm not a social media lover, but I'm on them. Or you can book a consultation, stephanieperson.com, or join my membership where I cover those 3 diets. And I'm out because I got to edit this. And I'm a little tired. I got energy. Brain's always on fire with ketones. But physically, I've been working my butt off all day long. And I hit the gym. Cannot wait to get this house done so I can properly show you guys how to work out. Properly dedicate time for research and showing you guys what to do. And show you how to make this food and what kind of food so you don't have to eat meat with fruit. Don't do that. Just don't do that.